Are you looking at purchasing a home in the near future? In this video, I will go over the 5 things you should know before writing an offer on a home. Welcome back to my channel, Living North Idaho, where I discuss all things about real estate in and around Coeur d'Alene and living your best life in North Idaho. So you went and checked out the home and now you've decided that you would like to make an offer on that property. Here are some things that you should find out before you decide to write an offer. History of the property. Now, when you go to view the home, or definitely before you decide to write an offer on the property, your agent should be able to tell you the history of the property, such as how many days has it been on the market? Have there been any price reductions? If there has been price reductions, when were they and for how much? If it's been on the market for some time, does the seller look motivated, or have they been stuck at the same list price for some time? Also, were they previously listed? And if they were, how long they were on the market and for what price range. Knowing the history of the property can help you make a better decision on what you would like to offer to the seller. For example, if I see that a home has been on the market for quite some time and there's been multiple price reductions, it looks like the seller can be motivated when they get an offer, and maybe my buyers are more willing to make a lower offer in the beginning than if the property hadn't been on that long or the seller hasn't had many price reductions. Have there been any offers on the property yet? I always like to ask the listing agent if they have had any offers. Now, most of the time they won't tell me what the offers were if they had any, but they can at least say, yes, we've had some, or no, they have not had any. At which point I can dig a little bit deeper and see if they will give me information, but that at least helps me advise my clients on whether the seller is going to be stuck on a certain price or if they're going to be willing to negotiate. Also, if there's a property that's had multiple offers, it kind of gives you a sense of where the seller is going to be. For me, I like to ask the listing agent and see how much information I can get. Sometimes they won't give me a lot, but even a little, just so I can help advise my clients. Are the sellers motivated, or what is most important to them? Now, this is a good question to have your agent ask, because sometimes a seller may not be motivated necessarily on price. Maybe it's timing. Maybe they want to live in there a few weeks. And if you're willing to give them a few weeks to live there, maybe they're willing to come down on price. But just knowing what motivates the seller and what items are most important to them can help you structure a offer so that it's a win-win situation for you. Also, if it's new construction, I always like to ask the builder's agent if there are any incentives that the builder is offering. Depending on where they are in the build process, I have seen some builders offering incentives to get those properties sold sooner than later. Comps or a CMA. Now, your agent should be doing a CMA or at least pulling up comps for you to help give you an idea of what other homes in that area are selling for. That way, you have an idea that you're not overpaying for a property. With the comps, you can see what other homes are selling for, and it will help you make a better offer. Also, you'll have an idea so that you're not overpaying and that the house will appraise if you've already seen comps to justify the price that you're offering. And not all comps are considered equal. The comps that you're going to want to look for or ask your agent to pull up are sold comps or pending comps. With sold and pending comps, that gives you an idea of what buyers are willing to pay for other properties that are similar to the one you're interested in. I always like to pull up comps or give my buyers a CMA because it helps give them a peace of mind of just how much that property is worth so that they're not overpaying for it and they feel more confident in the offer that they're writing to the seller. Now, all these things have been things that you can ask your agent for and that they should be able to give you before writing an offer. But the next one is going to be something that you should ask the lender for. Before writing an offer, it is a very good idea to reach out to your lender and ask them to give you specific information on the property you're looking for in terms of payment, down payment, and closing costs. Now, you want to ask them on that specific property because taxes and insurance are going to be different depending on which property you're looking at. So you can tell them what's the address, they can pull up the taxes, and they can give you a better idea of what those payments are going to look like and also what you're looking for in down payment and closing costs. That way it just gets you more comfortable knowing what fees you're going to have to come in with at closing. And it could help you, especially if you want to ask the seller to pay some of those closing costs for you. The more information you have in the beginning of making an offer, the better it has been for my clients just in their confidence in the offers that they're making. If you have any questions about real estate in and around Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, feel free to reach out. My name is Amanda Cuthbert. I'm with the Phoenix Agency. And if you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe.